Every morning, millions of people wake up, check their bank balance, maybe spend a few dollars, euros, or yen, and never notice anything is changing. But here's the thing, your money is losing power, slowly, almost invisibly. Not because of theft, not because of inflation you read in headlines, but because the system itself is quietly engineered to erode it. And most people never notice, until it's too late. Money feels solid, tangible, a paycheck, a dollar, a euro, a pound, but currencies are fragile. They are promises made by governments, banks, and central authorities that this piece of paper or this number in a bank has value. Here's why this matters. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Because every day you hold money, you are quietly losing power, and the scale is enormous. Take the US dollar. In 1913, $1 could buy what would cost roughly $30 today. That's a 97% loss in purchasing power. And it didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly, imperceptibly, as if the system is whispering, "Don't worry, nothing is happening." Here's the mechanism. Most modern currencies are fiat currencies. They aren't backed by gold or silver. They're backed by trust, and trust is fragile. Central banks control how much money exists. When they print more money or inject liquidity, it seems harmless. Prices barely move, yet the effect is cumulative. Every new dollar dilutes the value of the existing ones, like adding water to wine, a little at a time until the flavor fades. And then there's debt. Almost every major currency is entangled in massive national debt. When governments borrow, they promise future repayment, but they repay not by printing money. Oh no, they repay by relying on the currency to remain stable enough. Each injection, each stimulus, each bailout slowly weakens that currency's power. It's not illegal, it's not a conspiracy, it's math. And it's not just governments. Banks, corporations, hedge funds all participate. Money flows through them. They make bets, leverage it, multiply it. And while a single transaction seems insignificant, over decades it compounds into a subtle, almost invisible erosion of purchasing power. Let's look at the numbers. Average annual inflation in the US has hovered around 2 to 3% for decades. That seems small, right? Almost negligible. But here's the math. At 2% inflation, your money loses half its value in about 35 years. 3%? Half in just 23 years. Imagine leaving $100,000 untouched under your mattress. By the time your grandchildren inherit it, it's worth $50,000 or less in real purchasing power. And it's not just inflation, there's currency debasement, the quiet process by which governments expand the money supply faster than economic growth. Think of it like slowly lowering the density of your favorite soda, day by day, sip by sip, until it's barely recognizable. Most people notice prices rising at the supermarket, but they don't see how their money is losing weight over years and decades. That's the hidden math behind every currency in circulation today. Now here's the irony. Public perception is tightly managed. Headlines scream stability. Economists reassure you. News segments highlight short-term gains. But the reality is slower, quieter, and more relentless. Currencies are marketed as safe, stable, almost sacred. Meanwhile, each new bailout, stimulus, or debt extension chips away at their value. And this isn't theoretical. Look at Argentina, Turkey, Zimbabwe, or even more subtly, the Eurozone during its slow crises. People trusted their money, only to watch its power evaporate over time. It's like being told your house is solid, while termites silently gnaw at the foundation. The stakes aren't personal alone. The erosion of currency power shapes the global economy. It changes trade balances, debt sustainability, and geopolitical influence. For instance, countries holding massive reserves in a single foreign currency are vulnerable. The world's largest economies can wield their currency like a tool or a weapon. A small shift in interest rates, a new bond issuance, or a subtle policy change can ripple through the entire global financial system. Meanwhile, average people continue to earn, spend, and save, oblivious to the quiet shifts in power underneath their fingertips. And here's the kicker. The mechanisms that weaken currencies are also what prevent the system from collapsing completely. Inflation, debasement, and debt management are all tools of control. Without them, economies face shocks far worse than the slow erosion we're describing. So next time you glance at your bank balance, remember, your money is not static, it's not neutral. It is slowly losing power, one day at a time, mostly unnoticed. The question isn't if this erosion will continue, it almost certainly will. The question is how prepared we are to notice it, to understand it, and perhaps to act before it matters too much. Currencies are promises, but promises, no matter how trusted, can be quietly redefined over time. And that is a truth most people prefer not to see.